Children are in danger, and it's all because of the decision of an all-powerful force. Oftentimes throughout history, our governments and giant corporations that control our countries make decisions that they believe are in the best interests of the public. And many of these decisions that they have made in the past, we found out many years later that they were in fact terrible decisions, harmful decisions. And let's be honest, they probably never did actually have our best interests in mind. We may see over the next few years a lot of giant organisations, and we've seen this with organisations like Disney, they start to make decisions that actually affect their bottom line, make less money, hurt them financially, and they do this because they are scared, because they're bringing in new employees through that have been trained in a certain way, indoctrinated into a way of thinking, and that way of thinking doesn't translate to the real world. It makes sense in universities, but it makes no sense in the business world. Now, when these people find themselves in places of power, be that in a giant organisation or a government, we all suffer. They bring harmful ideas, even though they think they might be doing something nice. And that's what I think this is right here. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, I am on tour right now throughout Australia. Grab your tickets right now. It's going to be absolutely massive and fantastic. Yes, I'll see you at the show. YouTube to restrict teenagers' exposure to videos about weight and fitness. Interesting. In a world where everyone seems to turn to YouTube, to Google, to TikTok, to Instagram to find out how to do new things or learn a new skill, it seems a bit insane that they would restrict content that is, well, healthy. Particularly in a world where 1/5 of every child is obese. Not just overweight, but obese. That's 15 million kids in America. 15 million. They are obese now, and they will probably stay obese for the rest of their lives, and then they will unfortunately teach their children how to eat like them, and those kids will be fat fucks and so on and so forth. They have grown up overeating and under-exercising, eating too many refined carbs, too much sugar, too many calories, and no one has been able to intervene. No one has given them the knowledge that they can use to make themselves healthy. But here's a question. Where's the parents in all of this? Well, some parents don't know shit either. And that's where YouTube comes in. A lot of people are self-taught through YouTube, through listening to people explain how things work. So if you all of a sudden pull that resource from children's minds, from teenagers' minds, we're talking about teenagers here, a lot of kids are going to suffer. And a lot of kids will never turn their lives around. This is just another example of giants trying to control the little guy, in this case, kids. Why? Well, fucker knows. Why? I understand the idea. They're thinking that, no, this is going to promote eating disorders, and this is going to promote sickness and mental health issues, and kids are never going to be happy with their body. Well, sorry, 15 million kids are obese, and they shouldn't be happy with their body. Something needs to be done. On the topic of controlling the little guy, in my home country of Australia right now, we are witnessing some horrific attacks on free speech. And I'll get back to the YouTube fitness conversation in just a moment, but you need to know about this. Australia threatens to fine for social media giants enabling misinformation. Now, to see that headline right there, to your average Joe, think your aunt. She probably thinks that's an amazing headline. Like, yes, they should absolutely go after misinformation and disinformation, those naughty people out there putting out misinformation. But listen up, auntie, you fucking idiot. Who controls what the narrative is? Who tells you what is and what isn't misinformation? If you look into it for more than 3 seconds, you realise this is a very bad thing. Think back 4 long years ago to things that were once misinformation and are now solid scientific fact. Australia said it will fine internet platforms up to 5% of their global revenue. Good luck doing that, dickheads, for failing to prevent the spread of misinformation online, joining a worldwide push, so many conspiratorial thoughts, to rein in borderless tech giants, but angering free speech advocates. Our government here, my government, is losing their fucking minds. Anthony Albanese, the Prime Minister here, he's the guy who went out and said, no, stop making memes about me. He was talking about this. When people are not able to afford their home loan payments, when they can't afford groceries, they can't afford fuel for their car. He was on TV for a solid week complaining about people making memes about him. Like, this bloke has just lost his fucking mind. There's so many more important things going in the world than people making memes about you, Anthony, you fucking twat. Even me saying that, who knows if this video will be able to be seen by Australians. And who the fuck does he think he is, fining the world? You can't control what other companies do all around the world, Albo, you goose. The government said it would make tech platforms set codes of conduct governing how they stop dangerous falsehoods spreading, to be approved by a regulator. Well, who chooses this all-powerful regulator? In what world does that not scream alarm bells to you? Anyway, fuck, that's madness. But back to the hungry fat kids. YouTube is to stop recommending videos to teenagers that idealize specific fitness levels. Yeah, that's terrible. Body weights or physical features. After experts warn such content could be harmful if viewed repeatedly. Or it could change your life and sort your shit out. But yeah, you're still recommending fucking Nikocado avocado videos of him gorging himself almost to death and then pumping himself possibly full of Ozempic for a year, and then it's all cool. Fuck off. That's ridiculous. If kids are watching YouTube videos about how to go to the gym, how to train chest, how to do a push, pull, leg split, like if that's what they're trying to learn, then that is good. If they're learning how to bring up your dinner last night because you ate too many calories and vomited out, like that's obviously not good. How to have an eating disorder, that's not good. But that's not what we're talking about here. We are in a world right now where body positivity and fat positivity is recommended, but fitness isn't. That's fucking... We aren't taught shit about nutrition in schools. Our doctors don't know what they're talking about when we go in for a checkup and they talk about our nutrition. I didn't hear about calories in or calories out until I saw it on YouTube when I was probably in my 20s. We didn't learn about this shit at school, when we definitely should have. Importantly, the platform will still allow 13 to 17-year-olds to view the videos. Well, I'm glad you didn't ban them. But its algorithms will not push young users down related content rabbit holes afterwards. Yes. We would hate to learn more. And I guess that brings up a question. Is a rabbit hole necessarily a bad thing? Like if you're very interested in ancient Egypt and you get sent down a YouTube rabbit hole, like is that a bad thing? And at what point do you discover that they were built by aliens? I guess that's an important question. But what about other people, successful people? Look at the fitness industry, Chris Bumstead, okay, Larry Wheels. Would they have ever been or gotten to the position that they're in now with these amazing physiques without steroid? And when you compare that to people of yesteryear, like I think Arnold Schwarzenegger, he denied it for years, and WWF superstars from back in the 90s, they denied it. Is that not more harmful? Teaching kids that yes, you can get to this level. You can, if you just eat your veggies every night, you can look like me, you can look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Bullshit. All right? That's bullshit. But there's nothing stopping you from being a healthy person, a fit person, a strong person, and perhaps a YouTube rabbit hole on how to train is a fucking good thing. YouTube's global head of health, Dr. Garth Graham, 2 first names, you can't trust him, said as a teen is developing thoughts about who they are and their own standards for themselves. Repeated consumption of content featuring idealized standards. Interesting. So who sets the standards? Is it, society, or is it just fucking humankind that finds fit people attractive? Or is it society being fat phobic? That starts to shape an unrealistic internal standard, could lead to some form of negative beliefs about themselves. Yeah, well, maybe some people need that. Don't get me wrong, I understand where you're coming from. You don't want people hating their bodies. But when they're trying to... Look at Jeff Nippard, right? If a 14-year-old stumbles across Jeff Nippard when he's 14 years old, by the time he's 18, he's learnt more about bodybuilding and more about the body than any other kid his age if they don't stumble across Jeff Nippard. So would you not feed them that content? That's fucking just ridiculous. I see what they're trying to do, but their focus is in the wrong place. We should be pushing this content up, not holding it down. We should be trying to get kids out there, healthy, in the gym, training, eating well. The new guidelines now introduced in the UK and around the world apply to content that idealises some physical features over others. such as beauty routines to make your nose look slimmer. Well, if you've got a big fuck off nose, maybe you need to figure out how to hide that big honker. Idolizes fitness or body weights, such as exercise routines that encourage pursuing a certain look. Yeah, this is all fucking stupid. Or encourages social aggression, such as physical intimidation. I don't know why that bit's in there. What social aggression and physical intimidation have to do with any of this? I have no idea. Here's a question. What's more harmful? 100 hours of video content on how to set up the perfect gym split or eat a certain amount of calories a day in comparison to 100 hours of video game videos or commentary? Or 100 hours of my videos. That's pretty harmful, actually. It's a bad example. Or 100 hours of mukbangs. What's more harmful to young people? I'd say the overeating. By far. I'd probably say even the video games. That's not getting people out there and running around and enjoying themselves and developing a cardiovascular system that will rival generations past. That's not happening at all. A survey in the Good Child Report showed that nearly 1 in 4 girls in the UK were dissatisfied with their appearance. Yeah, it should be more. Most people are fuck ugly. Jesus Christ, I caught a glimpse of myself the other day. It had been a big day. We're moving. If you haven't noticed, the studio's looking a bit bare. We're moving. I look so atrocious. I was like, it is a miracle that I am married. Absolute fucking miracle, all right? Maybe I need a beauty tutorial on how to hide fucking these wrinkles and this fucking massive fucking receding hairline I allegedly have. But ladies and gentlemen, this is real life. Some people are born more attractive than others, and some of us want to just figure out a way to be not fuck ugly. So maybe we should go down those rabbit holes. Go down those rabbit holes and live there for a while, because we're too fucking ugly for sunlight. We should all, as a society, as the world society, be encouraging young people to get out, be fit, have fun, enjoy themselves, and enjoy their young, fucking, not in pain bodies. I'm 31 now. My knees feel like shit, all right? At 40, I'm going to be the most crippled of all time. So if you're out there and you are 15 years old and you want to go down a YouTube rabbit hole on how to fucking squat, go and do it. Go and enjoy yourself. Or how to run a marathon, go and do it. But just know, when you're 31, it's going to fucking hurt. But it's worth it in the long run, isn't it? It's good to get out there and do those things rather than sitting at home being a big whinging fuck, which I think this is what all these people want you to do. All I'm saying, YouTube, is have a bit of nuance in these decisions that you make, because not all fitness content is trying to harm people. In fact, most of it's trying to make them better. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Head to butterfield.com right now to grab my book or grab tickets to my show. I'll see you next time. Tout le revoir. Bye-bye.